Part 1. The underestimation. It almost always begins the same way. Filipinos enter combat sports arenas without towering size, without flashy intimidation, without loud bravado, and opponents make a quiet mistake. They assume what they see is what they will face. But that belief rarely survives the opening minutes, because Filipino fighters are not built to impress. They are built to endure. They settle into pressure with unsettling calm, because pressure feels familiar. Chaos does not disrupt them. It activates them. Part 2. A nation taught to fight back. The Philippines is a country shaped by centuries of resistance, colonization, and survival. Fighting back became instinct long before it became sport combat disciplines, like boxing, wrestling, Muay Thai, and MMA simply gave structure to something already embedded. Filipino fighters learned early that brute force alone does not win battles. Timing, intelligence, conditioning, and persistence do. And those lessons translate seamlessly across every combat sport. Part 3. The poverty edge. In many parts of the world, combat sports are optional. In the Philippines, they are lifelines. Gyms are crowded, equipment is worn, and training is relentless. But this environment produces something dangerous. Athletes conditioned by scarcity, urgency, and stress fatigue does not intimidate them, because exhaustion is familiar. Adversity does not surprise them, because hardship raised them. When Filipino fighters outlast opponents late in fights, it is not strategy, it is programming. Part 4. The style that breaks rhythm. Filipino fighters across disciplines share a recognizable DNA: constant pressure, high output, unpredictable angles, and refusal to disengage. They do not chase single moments. They apply continuous stress in boxing. They overwhelm with volume in MMA. They swarm and scramble endlessly in Muay Thai. They march forward, absorbing and returning damage. The objective is erosion. Break rhythm, break confidence, break. Well, once that process begins, escape becomes difficult. Part 5. Pain as information. What truly separates Filipino fighters is their response to adversity. Knockdowns, cuts, bad rounds. None of it triggers panic. Pain is treated as information, not fear. Many grew up watching fighters lose, bleed, and return to the gym the next day, learning that failure is not final. Quitting is. This creates athletes who remain dangerous even when hurt, because they never mentally leave the fight. Opponents feel this resilience, and it unsettles them. Part 6. The Pacquiao effect. Manny Pacquiao did not create Filipino dominance. He revealed it. His rise showed the world that speed, aggression, footwork, and heart could dismantle larger, more decorated opponents. And once that lesson was learned, it could not be ignored. Trainers and fighters realized Filipino athletes brought something rare, an engine that never shuts off: humility outside the ring, violence inside it. Pacquiao opened the door, and generations followed across boxing, MMA, and kickboxing. Part 7. The gym. As a forge, Filipino combat culture is built in unforgiving gyms where sparring is frequent. Intense and honest respect is earned through effort, not talk. Young fighters spar veterans. Veterans sharpen youth. Everyone adapts. Ego is punished fast. This system creates fighters who can adjust mid-fight, because chaos has already been rehearsed daily. The ring cage and mat never feel foreign. Part 8. Fighting for more than themselves. Filipino fighters rarely fight only for personal glory. They fight for families, communities, and futures. Winnings mean food, medicine, education. Quitting means letting people down. This responsibility sharpens focus and deepens endurance when legs shake and lungs burn. The fight becomes bigger than pain, and this is often when Filipino fighters surge while others fade. Part 9. Why fear follows them. Coaches warn fighters before facing Filipinos: do not expect them to slow down. Do not rely on size. Do not assume mental collapse. Unpredictability is the real danger. Intimidation rarely works. fatigue rarely works. And once opponents realize their usual advantages mean nothing, doubt begins to spread. Part 10. The final truth. Filipinos are feared in every combat sport, not because they chase fear, but because they bring something uncomfortable: calm under fire, relentless pressure, and refusal to quit. Combat sports did not make them dangerous. Life did the ring cage, and mat simply expose it. And as long as struggle exists, as long as discipline is passed down, Filipino fighters will keep rising, keep challenging, and keep reminding the world that toughness is not about appearance. It is about survival. If this changed how you see combat sports, stay with this channel, because this is where hidden dominance gets exposed. Subscribe now, because the next story might hit even harder.